Good evening, y'all. You know who it is. Target individual CJBK. It's about 2 a.m. I'm supposed to be up or at least my alarm's supposed to go off by 2:30. But I've been woken up twice so far. Between let's say it was about between 8:30 and now. Yeah, basically the first time I was woken up because of the dream manipulations. And it's a very, very extremely lucid dream, graphic one at that. It was like a sexual dream. They used their transmission to basically try to make me feel like I was doing something that felt very real, and yeah, I don't know, I don't want to go into the details of the dream, but yeah, they have those capabilities. With the second time they woke me up, which is around now, their frequencies are targeting basically a nerve in my lower back, the left side of my lower back. And it's almost as if because I don't have any nerve problems. But basically it's like if someone were to take a nerve with their fingers and squeeze it, and just keep squeezing this nerve, and it basically, the pain travels from the left side of my lower back all the way down to the bottom of my foot, of my left foot. And they're basically getting more agitated because I've been, today well, not today, but just throughout, the time of this targeting, I have basically started to form a group, or I'm a part of a group of other Black American targeted individuals. And listening to some of their stories, some of them are being electronically sex trafficked because this technology for which they're using, you can still feel the sensations of touch through this technology. And they were explaining their circumstances or their situations. One is a mother with 3 children, and another one is a mother with no children, and another one is a guy. I don't think he said he had any children. And then another is another guy, another male. He has no children. Then one guy is actually I think he's Mexican American. Yeah, he told me he's Mexican American. And then there's 2 more Black Americans. So we have formed kind of like a group chat we were sharing our experiences, and right now, I've just I'm hearing them through the V2K. They're enjoying their broadcasting. They wake me up just so that they can, see if they can induce stress into my mind, into my body, because they want me to get aggravated, and if I become aggravated, then I would want to try to lash out physically. But the problem is, I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction of reacting or acting out physically against someone, especially if I don't see the person. So then that would just make me seem like I'm going, crazy in a sense, and it's like they're hyper excited too. They're hyper excited. Well, the main one. He's lucky I don't know his name, because if I knew his name, I'd just say his name. And lucky I don't know spectrum analysis, because if I did, then I'd be able to, record the frequency for which they're using, because they're hiding their actual frequency within another frequency. I think they call it like heterodyning. So it's like either that, or it's like a double wideband frequency, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not that tech savvy. But I know they're embedding their frequency within another frequency, and so, and their voices, I can tell their voices, a lot of TIs are very what's the words I'm looking for? A lot of TIs are aware that voices can be mimicked with this technology, and I get that too, because I have also posted a video. If you look on my channel, you see two gentlemen sitting in a chair like they're looking at a laptop. You can record the voice of another person, and then you can be able to speak or type in statements that basically sound exactly like the person's voice for which you recorded. They call that deep fake technology. And but no, these voices, me growing up in New York City, I already know they're from New York City. And telling from the accent that I could hear, I know what borough they're from. I know I know they're from here. Plus, at the same time, before all the gangstalking happened, and all the electronic harassment and all this stuff happened, I could tell that I heard their voices before, because I heard their voices in my building before. Whether it was in passing or what's even more interesting, I don't know if I've actually told this story about March 2020, where a friend and I were, in the apartment, and this woman, she ran out into the hallway screaming, "Somebody call the police." He hit me. So my friend and I, we went outside, and it was like 2 or 3, guys, probably like in their mid to late 20s, and there's this one guy, he's like holding on to some girl's phone, and the girl's just like, "Give me my phone, give me my phone." And I'm listening to his voice. I'm like, he sound like real agitated, because his excuse was that she said something disrespectful to his mother. And his mother, I've spoken to her before. She seems pretty cool. She always said hello to me, asked me how I'm doing. Ask her how she's doing. We always had a little small conversation, but she seems all right. So now, but for whatever reason, he himself, I remember his voice, like as clear as day. I remember his voice. And for whatever reason, I think he blames me because my friend, when the woman said call the police, my friend, she's definitely an advocate against domestic violence. So she said, Chris, let me borrow your phone so I can call the police. So I said, all right. So I let her borrow my phone so, she can call the police. And I mean, of course, I didn't really necessarily think the situation looked that bad to call the police, but my friend said she seen blood on the girl's hand. And I'm like, oh, I don't really recall seeing blood on her hand, but I was like, I didn't see anything. So, you know what? I said, all right. Even though I found it weird because my friend always have her cell phone on her, but I guess in that situation, she didn't have her phone with her. So I let her call the police, then, we came back in the apartment after the girl got her phone back and she went downstairs. I came back in the apartment, about like 10 minutes later, cops show up. I didn't go back out into the hallway when the cops showed up. I just basically looked through the peephole and seen like the girl walk past my door and then 3 cops followed after with her. I don't know if anybody actually got arrested or whatever, anything of that sort. So, yeah. Then fast forward to like late September or early October 2020. I'm walking to my building one night and there's a group of, people, sitting outside my building and they're like huddled up like they're having like a secret conversation or something. And then as I'm walking to the building, I hear one of them say, "This faggot ass nigga." And I'm like, are they talking to me? Because I'm like, I never did anything to anybody. So I'm like, nah, they can't be talking to me. So I ignore it. That's when like a day or two later, all of a sudden, I hear, the freak, I thought it was voices coming from the walls or something like that. Like somebody put like a speaker or something in my apartment to us. We're going to shoot you in your face. We're going to shoot you in your face. But yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole story again. That's in one of my previous videos. I think it's like one of my earlier, probably number 5 vlog video where I tell the whole story. So yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is, I still don't get what the hell happened to this society where, like, if people got a problem with somebody, you confront them face to face. Why is it now that, like, people can't even do that no more? They got to hide behind technology. And then, the sad part is, I think he's blaming me for a lot of things that's happening concerning like, police activity because I'm new to the block. I haven't really like gotten to know a lot of people out here, and honestly, it's New York City. I don't think nobody just moves into a neighborhood or into a block and just instantly start, rushing to get to know mad people anyway. So I think they basically are just trying to use me as a scapegoat to create this slander and smear campaign to say, yo, that's a snitch. He called the cops on everybody. What's their favorite statement to say? He was moving funny. He was moving awkwardly. And I'm just like, I have no idea what the hell that means, because I don't think I know not one single person in New York City who moves to a new area and just instantly just start getting to know everybody that they walk past or whatever. I'm always, a genuine and cordial person. If I walk past you and I, make eye contact with you, especially if you live in my building, I'm gonna say hello. How you doing? Good morning. Da da da. But for whatever reason, this dude, he's just like, I don't know. He got this thing up for me. I don't know. Maybe he did catch a charge. I have no idea. But it wasn't my intention to call. Hell, I didn't even actually call the police. It wasn't even me in the first place. So the whole thing I'm just trying to figure out is, first of all, why does he have this technology to begin with? Second of all, why is anyone cool with one person having the power to be able to extract neural data from a person's brain, and then to be able to decode it and show it as images, videos, or words on the screen, and then three, being able to, share whatever neural data or with other people. And I bring this up several times because I'm like, whether you in the streets, whether you are, working in whatever job sector or whatever, not a single soul on this earth should ever be able to possess the ability to go into a person's brain, take out whatever information or memories or whatever, and be able to upload it to the internet, a cloud, or a server, whatever the case may be, and then share it with other people. No one on this planet should ever be able to have that much. I don't even believe the government should be able to do that. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that, whatever happens to me, it's no mystery. Whatever happens to me, it's no mystery. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of just being able to do stuff to me and then, get away with it because they created enough lies that people ate it up. And then when something does happen to me, and then, God forbid, God actually, take me from this earth and bring me home, I die, and then they get the satisfaction of knowing that they lied so heavily about me and my character, everyone will just go, oh, well, he deserved it anyway. Nah, I'm not going to allow them to just be able to get away with throwing stones and hiding their hands. Nah. And whether, they somehow get detected or I don't know, maybe God will make a way to do something about what's happening anyway. I'm not going to let them just get away with it. No. Yeah. And if everybody looking at me like I'm a snitch, I would love to see them. I would love to see what they do if they were in my shoes. If someone was attacking them and they couldn't find who was doing it, and then all of a sudden, now that they're trying to figure out what's going on with their life, someone that they're experiencing all this stuff in their life, but they can't really pinpoint the person that's doing it. Because it's not like regular bullying where exactly who's doing it, and they come to your face and they do it. No, this is all done covertly, and then it's done using electronics. So I'm just like, I don't understand how everybody is looking at me like I'm a snitch, and I'm like, well, F all that. I ain't never been a snitch in my entire life. But the one thing that's racking my brain the most is how is people calling me a snitch if they don't know what it feels like to have someone constantly attacking you, but you can't put your hands on them. Like, you have no idea what it feels like, how agitating it is to basically know that someone is attacking you for basically nothing. You didn't do nothing to this person. You didn't say nothing about this person. You don't even know this person, but they're attacking you and you can't even lay hands on them. Like that's the whole point. And everybody's like, yo, he's snitching on everybody. He's snitching online, da 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 da. But I'm like, you have no idea what it feels like to have someone constantly attacking you and you can't even touch the person. You don't even, like, I vaguely remember what his face looked like. I remember what his voice looked like because he's constantly using the synthetic telepathy or the frequency transmissions into my brain to communicate with me, So I'm just like, but at the same time, God said, blessed is the man who is slow to anger. So I just, take it one breath, one step, one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time, and I know God is going to bless me for everything that's happened. So I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing, until either God brings me home or until all of this ends, they keep talking about how, he still got to go to prison. So I already know, thanks to Deep Fake Video Rob on YouTube, he told me, be careful, watch your back, keep your eyes open because, these gang stalkers out here, they like to create synthetic crimes. They like to put in fake police reports, they like to put in reports to say that, you doing this or you doing that, you disturbing the peace or whatnot. And then they'll try to agitate you or harass you to a point where you might actually commit the crime that they're saying that you're doing. And then next thing you know, they'll say, see, we told you he crazy. Yeah, I'm just making sure I just keep documenting everything that happens. So, all right, y'all. Once again, just remember always try to keep God in everything that you do. Always remember, like I say, document everything that you could. Document everything. Because at some point, all of this stuff is going to come in handy. Document everything. Whatever you're experiencing, whatever research you find, whatever everything that you're doing, document everything. Because one day, some point in the future, God is gonna make it so that somebody's gonna need to see all of your evidence that these things were happening to you, and you're gonna want to be able to prove as much as you can. All right, I'm trying to see if I can go back to sleep, but my alarm probably about to go off sometime soon anyway. So remember, every day, remember this, one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.